It's actually incredible to see Jackie Matubia and Dorea Chege give their lives to Christ, because at the end of the day, it all goes back to your original purpose, and that is you finding a sense of being conscious and grounded. And when you're conscious, it means you're able to hear your inner thoughts, you're able to trust your intuition and feel yourself, being in touch with your body, your heart, your spirit, your mind, and your soul. And that can only be hacked or achieved through, being spiritually grounded. So spirituality is actually, I'd say, it unlocks our higher self and our higher senses. There's so many similarities between Dorea Chege and Jackie Matubia. I'm cocksure both of them have gone through seasons of extreme self-doubt, brokenness, as uncertainty, being lost into the doldrums of just unexplainable, sadness, hopelessness, emptiness, and then just the fear and the insecurity of not making it or not being the person that, they thought they should be, or how the facade has been curated around their lives to always look like, they have to do the most to be, you know, validated by people, to be loved and accepted, because I believe both of them come from a place of almost brokenness, especially specifically for Jackie Matubia, and she's been very open and honest about her not wanting to be with the child, and then of course with the marriage, and it all played out in the public domain. There's a sense of rejection and a sense of brokenness, and that gets back again to the consciousness of being disconnected, not just from themselves, but from the spiritual self, and also originally from it. It always, goes back to the roots, because as a child, as a daughter, as a son, you're a fruit of your parents. And so the tree who are your parents. So if your parents never nurtured you, they never instilled in you and installed in you the tools that you needed to journey along through life, the weapons that you needed to fight through life, then you become a fruit that's broken, and you carry along those seeds, and you extend and spread that infection and that DNA of parental rejection. And that's why it's very imperative for parents to spend a lot of time with their kids, just nourishing them and pouring into them, nurturing them, and curating an environment of safety. And that equips the child with the tools that they need to face, this dumb, cruel, world. It all begins back to originally the tree, and those are your parents. And for those that experience chaos, you also are likely to plunge yourself into, this pathology of whoever you attract and whoever you meet in some sort of kind of way, they end up, abusing you or using you, or you're just with them because maybe for the act sex, and then because you carry this filter that if anyone shows me, or they come, wrapped up in in a box, or in a package called amazing, but deep down they're simmering poison, you end up being infected with it. And so you carry that pattern of abuse and just attracting toxicity, because it's all in your DNA. But lastly, once again, spirituality unlocks your higher self, and it opens you up to the greater and the grander, bigger picture and the possibility, and you actually being able to see things from a filter. Oh, I can spot that negativity. Oh, I can spot that virus. Oh, that's pathology, and I'm not going to be a part of it because I have experienced it. And now that I know better, I can literally see through it. So spirituality unlocks that, and start feeling a sense of purpose, a sense of joy, a sense of gratitude, being able to appreciate yourself, understanding others, being compassionate, having clear and defined boundaries of how people should approach you, be with you, speak to you or relate with you. And so that creates an environment that's open-ended, but also it shields you and it protects you from negativity. And that's what spirituality does. And I think it's so impressive and just, meticulous and tremendous and just amazing and just, charming and just super forward and forthright for Jackie Matubia and Dorea Chege to finally, go back to their original soul purpose, and that is being connected with a higher self. And that's what we actually call, mental and, emotional hygiene, because from now on, everything that they're going to do in their lives it's not going to come from a place of, I want to get attention because I'm broken. And so when people react and say this and that, it actually gives me a sense of validation. You will not feel broken anymore. You will not feel ashamed anymore. You'll not feel fearful anymore. You'll be bold. You'll be confident. You'll be courageous. You'll be level-headed, and you'll be laser focused on pursuing your purpose and your dreams and your visions and your goals. And also you'll be able to mentor others. And that is literally the most amazing thing. It's actually the most expensive gift a person can pass on to another, whether it's a child, whether it's a community of people or friends. And somebody is actually asking, should Sanaipei Tande also give her life to Christ? I think it would be incredible to see, because she's been in the industry for so long as well. If Amani gave her life to Christ, what about, Sanaipei Tande? Jackie Matubia gave her life to Christ. Look at Dorea Chege has given her life to Christ. The other lady as well, she gave her life to Christ, the lady who was friends with Fena Gitu, So I think it's just a matter of time before Sanaipei Tande also gives her life to Christ. And I think it will be incredible. I'll be here to celebrate, because spirituality will disconnect you from a lot of, pathologies that, if only you knew what you would have accomplished if you're spiritually grounded, you wouldn't have given yourself to wasteful opportunities, draining opportunities, connected yourself to toxic relationships, chased all that clout and fame in the name of validation, because you are an empty shell. You are broken, and so you are wounded. You are bleeding. You are literally bleeding. Bleeding is, most ladies usually satisfy it with chasing relationships, material things. You wanna go for shopping, but you're not shopping to, like, maybe look good or satisfy a need. You're shopping because there's just a part of you that is lacking, and not that you need it, but that internal unseen bleeding. So you're bleeding, yeah, and it comes off as acting out. So a shout out to Jackie Matubia, Dorea Chege, and the other lady who gave the lives to Christ, I think, including so Irina herself as well. That is Grace Msalame. Such an incredible.